Hi, Charles the Book Sage here. It is Friday, November 17th, 2017, and this is my Friday Reads, and it's also my NaNoWriMo 2017 mid-month update. Okay, so I've actually done a pretty decent amount of reading this week, and heading into this weekend, I'm hoping to finish reading The Motion of Light and Water, Sex and Science Fiction Writing in the East Village by Samuel R. Delany. This is the first of what's supposed to be 4 books for Nonfiction November. I am not going to make it through 4 books. Since I'm doing NaNoWriMo, that's pretty much cut out a lot of extra reading time I would have had. I will definitely be finishing this and probably another one of the 4 books. So getting half of those books read and writing 50,000 words, not so bad, I guess. But I am 62% done with this book. I really want to knock it out tonight and tomorrow night so that it's out of the way before Sunday comes around, because this Sunday is the last 3 chapters of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I will be finishing up my reread of the Sorcerer's Stone Sunday, recording my thoughts on the last couple of chapters, and I'll might do a wrap-up video of the book itself after that. The following Sunday will be the first few chapters of the Chamber of Secrets. I've got that schedule all worked out. So there'll be probably a bonus video at the end of each book completion. And I also have a Harry Potter book tag that I have to do as well. And I'm probably going to record that and upload that before I start Chamber of Secrets next week. But really looking forward to finishing off the first reread of The Sorcerer's Stone. And besides that, reading-wise, I'm also getting further into his Dark Materials. I'm reading the first book here, The Golden Compass. I am, 46% done with this. And my late night in bed read is Deadly Curiosities by Gail Z. Martin. This is a urban fantasy story. Cassidy owns this sort of pawn shop / antique shop that's been in her family since the late 1700s. And their real job is to find magical, supernatural items and get them off the streets and neutralize them before people get hurt. And the silent partner in her business that's been with her family for those centuries is Soren, who's a vampire. And I am now 42% done with that. And it's really starting to pick up and get really, really interesting. Now that we've moved past the whole introduction to her and the whole setup in the town and what's happening, now we're starting to get into the meat of the story and the action. And it's really, the pace is quickening now. So I'm really enjoying it. Other than that, I'm going to be bouncing between those reading this weekend. I really, really do want to finish The Motion of Light and Water. I hope I can. I've got less than 220 pages or 222 pages to go. That should be doable. But I also plan on writing at least 5,000 words over this weekend as well. So writing 5,000 words, reading a couple of 100 pages. We'll see. But as far as NaNoWriMo goes, I'm just past the midway point. It's been going pretty good overall, and I thought I had my Nano page up here. Let me pull it back up. I am at 30,612 words, which is pretty good. There is only 13 days to go, so I'm not really that far ahead of the game. I'm hoping to get up to at least 35,000 words before the weekend is over. I'm on vacation all next week, unless work calls me and needs me for something. Since I am an IT professional that's what pays the bills, there's always the chance I may get called in for something. But for the most part, I'm off all next week through the Thanksgiving holiday. And I should be able to get a lot of writing and reading done next week. I'll have plenty of time to do both. But for this weekend, I just want to get to that 35,000 word mark on my NaNoWriMo. And I want to finish The Motion of Light and Water. So I want to get both of those done, whether I do or not. At least I'll hopefully get one of those done. But we'll see. I really want to get into these other Nonfiction November books, and I'm not going to try to even begin any of them until I finish The Motion of Light and Water. And that I'm definitely going to do a review of that book when I'm done with it. It's quite an interesting autobiography. Delaney, the way he writes his story about himself is really, really interesting because it's not linear at all. He gives you snippets and then comes back to those snippets later to tell you kind of side stories of what was happening during that main events in his life. And then sort of he then fills in all the blank spaces in between as he goes, and it's building a richer and layered contextual story. So really, really interesting way to write an autobiography. So highly recommend it if you like autobiographies in general, if you're a science fiction fan in general as well. But anyway, so that's my plans this weekend. Finish The Motion of Light and Water. Get to 35,000 words in NaNoWriMo. If any of you are participating in Nonfiction November, I'd love to hear from you in the comments how your Nonfiction November is doing. If you're participating in NaNoWriMo, I'd love to hear from you as well. Let me know who you are on NaNoWriMo if you want to be on the buddy list with each other. It's always good to encourage each other as we go forward in trying to attempt this. If you're participating in Nonfiction November and you decided, like I did, to dive into NaNoWriMo, I really want to know how you're managing to juggle both. I'm getting there. Way behind in my reading. I should be at least on the second book or almost done with the second book. And I'm trying to get done with the first. But other than that, I'm just going to wrap this up. I'm especially excited to finish The Sorcerer's Stone. I'm going to get sorted into my Ilvernori house. Is that how you say it? Before I do that Harry Potter tag. And then that's it. So before I keep rambling, I'm going to wrap this up. Everyone, have a great Nano. Have a great weekend. Have a great reading weekend. I will talk to you soon. I'm Charles of the Book Sage. And happy reading.